Well, I'm sure you've heard the saying, do the NT, and today I'm doing it in style. I've just landed Darwin Airport. Now I'm about to jump on this Chart Air Light aircraft, heading to Dhipirri Lodge. This place, it is so amazing, I've actually got a bit of a spring in my step. How's that for gold? The thing I love about Chart Air, when they heard I was coming, they bumped me straight to business class, and they didn't take any frequent flyer points. The only thing is, with all our gear, we had no room for the hosting, so I'm in charge of catering. And look at this, we've got the bickies, the shapes, the minties, the earplugs, whoops, and even a little bag for your Bruce and Wash Remendo to take home. Just checking some of the gauges on the front of the plane there, I can tell you we're travelling at 9,500 feet above sea level and at 150 knots. That's 277.8 kilometres an hour. We've already been travelling for an hour and we've still got about 40 minutes to go. It gives you an idea of just how big the Northern Territory is and, more importantly, how many fishing options there must be.
Paul, how are you, mate? Welcome to Dhipirri.
Thanks very much, mate.
How was your flight?
Unbelievable. Some of the stuff I saw out there this morning over Arnhem Kakadu with IFISH, amazing. But how good's this place?
Beautiful, mate.
Now, boats in the water.
Boats are in the water waiting.
Sharon's ready.
We're ready to go.
Let's go fishing. How long have you been here for, mate?
1 year.
Today we're fishing the Clyde River. It drains the Arafura swamp and there's the promise of some nice fish. We've moved into the Clyde River and I'm very fortunate because I'm joined by the better half of the Nichols team. This is Sharon. Would you agree with that comment, Sharon?
I certainly would, Paul.
Now, I believe you're a very talented female angler. Is that true?
Well, I try to, yes.
Your biggest barra ever. Hit us with it.
127.
That is a mighty fish. Now, I reckon you could be the better angler in the Nichols team. In saying that though, your husband has guided for 14 years and probably put people on over 1,000 metre barramundi.
That's right, yes, definitely.
You must be damn good if you're better than him then.
I try hard.
Today, we're going to see just how good this girl is. How about we put a plastic in this drain?
Sounds excellent.
Let's get into it. Just going to run you through the rigging of these soft plastics we're using today. This is a squidgy mongrel, and this is a very, very effective rig. In fact, if you get the mongrel packet turned over, you can see exactly how to rig it on the back there. All we do, there's my Eagle Claw 5.0 hook. It's a worm hook, little instinct ball sinker there in my loop knot. And this is the tricky bit. We get our hook and we literally just put it in a little bit of orange at the front of the mongrel there, and then we slide the hook straight back out the bottom, and we slide that up the hook so that it sits right near the eye there. Then we measure it so we want our hook to sit just like that. We go in through the bottom at that point, and we push it straight out through the top as best we can. That's beautiful. That's going to come out. It's not easy, it takes a bit of practice. And now that plastic, when I line it up, will sit on that hook just beautifully. That is rigged weedless, so if it goes over snags and weeds, that hook isn't going to hook up. It'll swim just beautifully because it's got that nice pivot joint there, but most importantly, when the fish takes it in, that hook will sit in that rubber of the mouth just beautifully. That is a perfectly rigged mongrel. Get it in the water, catch yourself a barra. Yes! Hey, well done! You are all class. Yeah. He's going to come out of the water. I'll get out of the way.
He's hungry too.
Was that your first cast on that little...
It was, yes.
That is a beautiful fish. Good work. I'll help you with your fish.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful little barra. Oh,
Good little size, isn't it?
on a little goldie. Now, that little squidgy there, we did him in gold because what's one of the most popular lures for barra? What colour?
Gold.
And there was no gold squidgy, so we thought we'd
Yeah.
fix that. And isn't it amazing? I was just saying, when the camera wasn't rolling, people probably have this vision of the territory, beautiful, clean, green water, but barra like this dirty stuff, don't
They do, yeah. They love muddy waters. Yeah, definitely.
And I reckon I just saw a few more in there, so how about we put this one back?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Well done. That is a beautiful little barramundi. As you can see, a rubber, right in the rubber.
Go.
Sharon just caught that beautiful little barramundi. I went to grab a rod for it and I noticed that. Look at that chafe from one fish. It's 60 pound absorber leader, but that barra's got really rough gob. So make sure every time you catch a fish, particularly a barra, check the leader. And if it's all scuffed up, do it again. Tie a new knot because that big girl is the next one and it comes apart right there. Or you tear in the corner of your eye. Oh, you missed him. That's where the last one hit.
Yep.
I reckon he's probably followed that the whole way around. Although he could be
Yeah.
sitting on that lay down there too, couldn't he?
Yeah, there's a few snags hanging out there.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Oh,
Well done.
that was amazing. That was on that same little drift, where you just cast. And just starting with the little guys, a bit of a warm up, aren't we?
Yep.
And they're just stacked in that drain there. I think it's the other thing people got to understand when they come to the territory. These rivers are massive. And you would think that the big barra would be in the big water, but they're not. They're in
That's
that
right,
little
yeah.
skinny water. And that's probably the thing I learnt the most.
Those little gutters.
Those little gutters, that's where all the fish are stacked up. Oh, how different is this fish compared to yours?
Yeah.
That is an absolute chrome of a barra. And how's that green tint he's got?
That's gorgeous.
That is amazing. Oh, I'm just going to let him calm down for a sec. He's still pretty green, this one. Literally green and green. What we do as anglers, we say a fish is green when it comes up with lots of fight in it. Now, how's the difference in colour?
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
If you have a look at Sharon's fish, it was really sort of dark and the bottom of its tail is really black. This fish is just like lit up neon, isn't it?
It's gold.
Absolute gold. Well, I think we're going to do.
Well
Get our
done.
lures back in there. What do you think? The old soft plastics today, they're doing the job just fine. So I've gone to a hard body. Sharon, you're still using the plastic?
Yeah, it's the plastic, Paul. Let's get that.
Oh, there's a barra on there. And what we're trying to show you here is that for the hard body and the soft plastic, you actually use a different retrieve, don't you, Sharon?
Yeah, just one bit slower. It has a slow roll on it. Makes the tail flap a bit more.
Oh, speaking about flapping, there's fish in there. So yeah, slow roll, and you just want to get that tail rolling from side to side, which it gets the fish excited, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Whereas with the hard body, it's all about twitching it. You'll see my
That's
rod
right.
tip, twitch, twitch, really move it from side to side. That gets the fish excited. So, oh, there he is. And when you get that twitch going, oh, there he goes. That was probably the perfect release. I can show you the hard body still on the job. That little crystal minnow. Isn't it amazing? Different lures, different techniques.
It does. Yeah, definitely.
When I was
Yep.
a young kid, I'd never been barra fishing. All I wanted to do was come to the territory and catch a barramundi. It's probably one of my dreams. And I remember thinking that you just cast the lure out and just wind it back in.
Yeah.
And then Till, a guy who invented a company called Tilson, actually showed me you've got to go whack, whack, get that lure working.
Yeah,
And I think
just have that little twitch in it.
yeah, probably one thing for people to come here. It's probably one of the best bits of advice they could take, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Just throw it in and just, as you're retrieving it, just twitch it.
Now,
Get it moving.
The
Yeah.
next bit of advice, you can't catch fish if your lures ain't in the water. So
That's
get in
right.
there, the barra is stacked up.
Swam off straight into that channel.
There he is, look at him, look at him. There he is.
Oh, got it.
How good was that? That was too cool, wasn't it?
That was awesome watching that come in.
I cast into the snag. I might have got a little bird's nest,
Yep.
but hopefully we didn't get that bit. We had only two types of fishermen, those who are going to get a bird's nest and those that already have. And I actually saw him come at the lure 3 or 4 times. And then eventually I just tweak, bang, he ate it. And that hard body, your husband's a pretty intelligent man, isn't he?
He is, yes.
He should be a barra guide, I reckon, because he tells you to do stuff and then you catch more barra. I reckon he could have a career in this. Oh, that's a bit
There you
better
too.
fish. That's a nice fish. Now how's that? Soft plastic? It's a hard body. I might just leave him in the water there because the more energy he expends in the water, the less he's going to expend on us. Okay, I'm just going to swing this bad boy up. When I say bad boy, he would be a bad boy, because at this age he would still be a boy. I'll just hold him there, grab him like that. They've sort of got a built-in handle, haven't they, the old barramundi? That big bucket mouth gob.
As long as you don't cut your fingers there.
Yeah, exactly right, and hold on them nice and tight. Do you know the scientific name of a barramundi?
I do, Paul, yeah. Latest calcarifer.
This woman is unbelievable. And just in his gob there, you'll notice that little lure. That is a crystal minnow 3D. And I'll tell you what it is the gold bomber of the new millennium. Just before I release this beautiful little barra caught, I just want to show you these gill rakers and that little spine there. See that spine? And there's gill rakers under there. They can smash your fingers to bits if you're not careful. So when you're handling a barra, a good lock with the thumb on the jaw and always support the belly. You don't want to hang these fish by the neck because it can kill them. We want to let them go, so they're here to catch next time you come to Dhipirri. And I'll put this little boy back. Off you go, dude.
Head upstream, there's a couple of creeks up there, should be holding some bigger fish.
Look at this beautiful colour change here. Let's get a lure and have a crack, because I reckon there's going to be some hiding in there. What do you think?
Oh, I think so. Oh, got short.
If he's there.
Bigger lure.
Oh, that's a good fish. Oh. That's a good fish. Oh, first cast, and Darren normally doesn't fish this spot. Oh no, look, he's just a pup. How hard did he hit? How hard did he hit?
Did, yeah.
I would have sworn that fish was like 80 or 90 the way he took off. First cast in this colour change. This is the beauty of having a good guide. You can see in the water there, that colour change I'm talking about is unbelievable. And these fish, they'll sit on the edge of the colour change because that's where the bait's stacked up.
That's right.
It's just scared to go past the wall. Oh, what do you reckon's on the other side there? Oh, I don't know. So they're all sitting there and the barra just comes out and goes whack. Oh, my heart's pumping this.
Well done.
Thank you. That is gold. Hook's out. Most important thing here, get the fish back quick because there's plenty more to catch. Oh, look at the croc, look at the croc. He's obviously heard the action, and old mate the crocodile, he thinks I'm not going to miss out. And he just come over to see what all the commotion was about. That was a good sized big one, as my friend Eric Atkinson would say. Oh, that was a good fish. That was a good fish. Which just goes to show you should always work it all the way back to the boat. You just never know, do you?
Too short. That's right, yeah, they can get you right there. They give you a bit of a scare, but...
Yeah, big scare. He was a good fish. I reckon he was the best fish I've seen today, just quietly. Jazza, can you explain what you're doing, please? Please explain.
Well, I'm trying to catch a fish, but the fish has caught me.
It's actually got you around that snag.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do there, but I tell you what, you're in a bit of trouble. See, this is the technique. You hook them, and then you bring them to the boat. It just makes it so much easier.
It does, doesn't it?
Years of experience have told me that ain't a good look. You know what? I hate to say it, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. I think we should leave. It looks like you're stumped.
There you go.
Now see, that is skill.
That's skill. See, I've got it off it.
When I was looking up Dhipirri, right? When I was looking up Dhipirri and I saw your resume, I did not see wood chopping on there. This girl, she is branching out in some new areas. I'm telling you that right now. My baitcast outfit for these barra today is an absolute beauty. It's a Loomis GL2 12 to 20 pound rod. It's got the most beautiful grip here. It just feels so good to hang on to, and cork, really good when it's sweaty. The reel, the famous Chronarch. This is a 200 E7, one of my favourite barra reels, and 20 pound fins braid. A lot of people think, oh, barra, you must need 30 or 50 pound braid, but seriously, 20. Oh, we'll stop the big ones and even those little ones. This feels like a better fish, this one. We just rocked up at a drain. I apologise for leaving my camera crew behind, but there's barra here, I just can't help myself. Couple of casts, Sharon got a few nice fish straight away, but this one's hanging down, I haven't seen it yet. Just feels like a much better fish. It's taken a few nice runs. I'm a bit worried about that timber just in front of me there, but it's keeping its head down, hasn't shown itself yet. Oh, stay away from that tree. It's a nice fish, isn't it? And it's just a numbers game, isn't it, Sharon? Like if you catch enough, you're going to hook a big one.
That's right.
I don't know how big this is. I haven't seen it, but it feels solid. And what we're doing here, very cleverly, Darren's just slowly dragging us out in the middle of the river, less chance of snags. It's coming up now. We want to keep this big fish away from any timber because they're very clever fish and they will go near timber if they get the opportunity. He's going for the net, so that tells me he thinks it's a fairly solid fish. Oh, it's hooked. It's a nice fish, but it's hooked in the gill plate. I might just back that drag off a bit. It's a very solid fish, but he's hooked right in the gill plate, which is why he's going so hard. But a beautiful barra, he looks all chromed up. Oh yeah, look at that. I'll back that drag off because we've got him out in the middle. I don't want to pull the hooks. This is a solid fish and I just can't lift that last bit. You can see the leader knot just there. The fish, like that leader can't be more than a metre long and the fish just won't come that last bit. Oh, look at that tail print. Look at that on the water there where there he is. Oh, that's a nice fish. Look at that. Look at the chrome. I might need a net here. Someone, Shazza, can you do the honours for me, please? Yeah. He has actually fought and fought. The net job's going to be easy. What a cracking fish. Head first, it's just hooked. Oh, well done. Swinger up. That is a really, really solid barramundi, and that is why you come to these parts of the world. Look at that. That big Yozuru crystal minnow. That one hook is bent, that hook is just in. I might grab the pliers to get that out. Thank you. Awesome. Oh, I'll get that hook out. That's a very solid fish. There we go, that's out. Thank you very much. We'll put that out of the way so no one gets hurt. And I'll try and show you this magnificent chromed up barra. Oh, we'll get that little lice off him. That is why you come to remote fishing locations like Dhipirri Lodge. It's a stonking fish. I'm going to put the ruler over him, but the way it fought, seriously, it was tough. It was hard, and I thought just for a second there I might have had a meatery. Doesn't matter if it's not a metre, it's still an absolute stonker, and a fish like this, probably just turning into a female about this size. In fact, barramundi, the bigger they get, the higher the percentage of females. She would go down to the river mouth and she would lay millions and millions of eggs, so she's going back. Thanks, Darren, I like your creek.
My pleasure, mate.
Well, I reckon that was a pretty fair example of how you turn one of those into one of these. That is a magnificent fish, and today, one of the best barra days I've had for a long, long time. There you go, sweetness. I'm just gonna go like that. And away she goes. Yeah, baby. Morning has been unbelievable with Dazza and Shazza. We've caught so many barramundi. Now I've got a predicament. On the two-way, Mark from Hellyfish calls. What's all this about?
Well, you've been having a great day with Darren catching a few fish and a lot of fish. We've got a little Billabong over here for something totally different. Let's go and try some landlocked fishing and see what we can pull out of there.
I love a change of pace. Let's go see what we can nail. The good news, Dazza and Shaz are waiting in the river for me. I can go back and do that as well. After you, sir.
I'll fly.
Well, Mark, I'm very excited about two things. Firstly, how good does this place look?
It's looking really good at the moment. We've had a great wet season. Everything's really green, in bloom. Lots of wildlife around. And we've got a Billabong here that's going to be full of fish.
Sure is. Secondly, though, how nice is it, this cloud cover on this lunchtime sun?
Yeah, it is a warm time of the year. We'll kind of get used to it. It's always a bit hot and sweaty, but that's one of the pains you're going to have to go through for the pleasure we're about to receive.
If that's all we're going to suffer, mate, how is the humidity, though, when that sun disappears behind the clouds?
It's sticky. Tell me, have you caught tarpon before?
I caught a few. Oh, yep, gotcha. Oh, there's a little tarpon.
Spatcha.
And what a mess they make your line. Tarpon, they get airborne as soon as you hook them. I reckon if you land 1 in 5, you're doing very, very well. 1 in 10's about the norm. Look at that for a tip tangle. Unbelievable. But there's fish here, and that's all good. Oh, yep. I just dropped the tarpon. I was bringing my lure back, and I just basically winched this dude in, because they just jump off. Come back, come back. And as you can see, tarpon are escape. He's on. Another tarpon, is he?
Off.
Off?
Lost him.
Tarpon are escape artists. I was literally just bringing my lure back in after losing that other one, and that was a pretty big tarpon. And he's been here a while because he's already fairly gold in colour. This is going to be a bit of fun. gotcha. I landed that right on top of him, Mark. Oh, it's a tarpon, I think. I saw him roll. It's a good fish. I actually saw him roll. I cast, oh, stay from the snag. Oh no. Oh, he's in the snag. It's not pretty, but so far it's effective. He's a good fish. Oh, that's a good tarpon. He's in the tree now. Yeah! As I said, mate,
Well done,
it
mate.
wasn't pretty, if you can grab that for me, but it's extremely effective, and that's our tarpon. They're big tarpon. Very solid fish.
Dark too, eh?
They are. I might actually just lay him down because these things go nuts. The last thing I want is a hook in the hand. I'm gonna let you go, mate. Don't stress. Now, it ain't the giant tarpon I caught in Florida, but if you have a look at it, very, very similar in shape and structure. Massive eye, beautiful, interestingly shaped head, and with that eye, they'd be great hunters, wouldn't they?
I reckon they would be good at seeing in the dark too, eh?
Absolutely. He's going back, and I ain't going too close to the edge because I reckon there's some big lizards in there. Fish just rose right. Oh, right, he hit it again. He hit it again. He hit it again. Right there. Come on, mate.
I think he likes your green.
I think he does like that. Oh, he just hit it again. Look, just sitting there, he's hit it. I'm going to do that again. Oh, just, there he is. I think he likes your white too. Now, oh, he's under the log. You're in
He's
trouble.
giving it
Oh.
to me.
Now,
What a trade-off.
what do you like at gardening, mate? Because
I got my fruit salad.
you lost the fish, you got the fruit salad. Got to be very, very crocodile savvy in these parts because these crocs don't see very many people. So they would not be scared of me at all. So I'm staying well back from the edge. Oh! I just stopped it there. I just stopped it. Come on, mate. Oh! The fish has come off. The fish has come. Hey, 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 hey! Come here, dude. Ow, ow, ow. I told you they're escape artists. That was amazing. I went up the whole way across the Billabong, stopped it, let it sit, and obviously he's followed it and just gone whack on the paws. So always pause your lures, give the fish a chance to eat them. How cool is this? Now I notice you got all sorts of things hanging off your belt there, mate. You got boga grips, pliers, but there's one bit of fishing equipment I'm not too familiar with. Looks like a, well, looks like a gun. What's going on?
You can't bite at tackle well, I'm afraid, Paul, but yeah, part of our safety management plan for crocodiles and wild animals in these remote areas, it just is a good idea to have a means of defending yourself because you never know when something's going to give you a surprise.
During this Billabong session, I'm using a different lure to what I was this morning on the Barra. This one here is a Yozuri 3D minnow, beautiful little lure. Now the French would call that chartreuse. I call it green and yellow. It really will stand out in this tannin stained water, and the hooks, they're really what we call sticky. They're needle point super sharp because these tarpon, they jump off really, really easily. Those sticky hooks, they're a big chance of getting in there, getting some good penetration and actually hanging on. Oh, I got another one! Oh, that looks like a tarpon. These things are just wicked. Mark, I'll never forget when I hooked my beast in Florida, 150 pound, 1.88 metres long.
Big fish.
It jumped 10 foot out of the water. Oh! And that is why you should probably have your spotters on your eyes, not on your hat. That lure come and smacked me right under the arm there. If it had got me in the eye, well, let's just say I'd have no idea. Mark, what a hot session on those tarpon.
Great little session on the tarpon, nearly a fisher cast ball.
And everywhere I look, there's still tarpon rolling, but we've got to go because Darren and Shazza are still on the river and I want to get myself a big glide river barramundi. So, in the words of Big Mouth Billy Bass, are you ready?
I am, Paul.
Mark, take me to the river.
Jump in the chopper, we'll go.
How much fun is that? I saw him come and look at it, eat it, bang.
Might get a double hook out there.
We might. Got a few in there. Oh, yep, there he is. Yep. Never a true word said. Oh, I just said to your beautiful husband, he's a beautiful man, isn't he? I'm a sensitive new age guy. I have seriously never seen so many barramundi in my life, as in, they're just swimming around.
Yeah.
Every snag I look under, I can see a barra, it's just wrong. And then you have a cast and you're actually expecting to catch them rather than hoping to, which is pretty rare. Oh, look at that fish there. He's eating that lure so hard that it smacked him in the guts and he's just doubled over. They are thick. They are just so thick. Look at them. They're coming from everywhere. As I said, every cast, you're actually thinking you're going to catch one, not just hope. Can I help you with yours?
Yeah, the pliers, they're great,
Yeah.
thanks.
Well done.
Excellent work.
Never thought I'd puff and pant so much barra fishing. Well, this barra bite today has been unbelievable. I'm actually happy we're moving to another gut. It gives us time to take a deep breath. Sharon, this is an incredible part of the world. When did you and the family decide Dhipirri was for you guys?
Probably a few years ago, Paul. Darren's always wanted to do a remote fishing lodge. And the opportunity come up for this, and we've been fishing around Darwin for around 15 years now, so we thought we'd take the opportunity to come up here and different lifestyle, better fishing.
Better fishing. One thing you said to me yesterday, which blew me away, was you didn't feel comfortable taking the client's money in Darwin if you couldn't guarantee them fish.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It is, and when you know you can't give them the best quality fish that we know we can, it's hard. So we thought we'd come out here and give them better quality, better quantity of fish.
Absolutely, and they're definitely doing that. Now the lodge itself, just explain, how many people can you cater for? What's the setup?
You can take up to maximum 12 people. Triple share with the boats, the rooms, and air-conditioned rooms. Big lodge to come back and sit at the lodge, have a cold, refreshing drink in the afternoon.
Might have had a few of them. The chef, tell the food. How good's the food?
Oh yeah, the chef's awesome. Yeah, have some wonderful food there, so no one goes hungry.
There's a plane going over. There might be another load of customers coming to Dhipirri Lodge, and I got to say, if you get the opportunity, bring your family and enjoy this incredible part of the world, this magnificent lodge. You know what? I might even bring my mum and dad here one day.
Excellent.
Because they're getting a little bit old.
Oh,
and I don't know how long they're going to be with me, so I think I need to get them a barramundi. What do you reckon?
Perfect place for them. Nice and relaxing.
Good work. Those steps just off the lodge, they'll take a Zimmer frame, all right, won't they?
Yes, definitely.
I'm only joking, Mum and Dad. Really important when you come to these warm climates to drink as much water as you physically can. Sometimes you don't feel thirsty, you're drinking all these fizzy drinks, but water is the thing you need. I reckon about 2 litres a day minimum, because seriously, you just sweat it all out. And if you get dehydrated, it is not a good look. It's way too many fish to catch for that business. There's one there, I reckon. Well, still plenty of fish being caught, but I want to show you how to attach a lure to leader, because a lot of people want to know. This is a loop knot, and this is the famous Darren Nichols gem. Now, just tie a little loop in your lead like that, a little granny knot, then put that through your lure and hang it up like so. It's just a matter of putting your line back through that little loop you've created and then twisting it around twice. So go around once, twice. Once you got that tag ready there, just poke it back through that first hole, pull it up nice and tight, and that is a beautiful loop knot ready for your lure to fish. Now you know it's a good knot when that tag there points backwards towards the lure. All we do is cut that about there. It's called trimming the tag, and that now is a magnificent little loop knot which gives that lure nice flexibility to swim and make all the movements it needs to catch some beautiful fish. Oh, I'm keen to get the fly rod out, but every time I reach down to get it, I have one more cast. And we reckon there might be some real big fish in here, so we're going to give it a fair flog. And every time I cast, it turns into another one of these. Just check out how aggressive these fish are. Not one of them at the moment's been hooked in the gob. They're all hooked in the scone, the back. They're coming in just going whack and smashing it. That's why I love these fish so much. If you could do the honours, please, Bedazzler. Thanks, mate. When the barra are this thick, I just got to get the fly out because even I can catch them when they're like this. And I've just put that beautiful pink Klaus's minnow on, and look at that face full of pink on this little fish. He has just come up and eaten that fly and gone shabang, shabang, shaboom. Now, let me get my thumb in there, dude. Look at that little barra. And come on, come on, come on, come on. Gotcha. And look at that, only a small fish, but when it's on fly, it is very, very special. That fly is just buried. There she is. That's the one, the old pink Klauser barramundi. Beautiful. Now the key to fly fishing, just get some line and strip it down at your feet like this. Really good to wear bare feet when you do this because you actually feel the line, but I'll leave the thongs on. Once you've stripped a heap of line out, it's just then a matter of picking that fly up and just flicking it. Now I've got to get that leader through the tip, that's it, okay. And the key is just to let the fly and the line do the work, so like the rhythm. Now that is right along the bank there. I've probably only cast at 10 metres that time, and I'm letting the fly sink because the barra are going to be down in the water column looking for food. Quite often they sit head down, tail up, just mooching along. Now it's just little strips. I just strip that fly, and that makes the feathers pulse. Oh, I had a hit straight away. Those feathers just pulse. I'll see if I can get him again. Oh, I ate it too. So I'll just do that again. Look at this, you don't have to cast a long way. It's probably only 10 feet. Look at that, that's where it's splat on the water. So I'll let it sink down, and now I just do little pulses like this. Just pulling that fly about 6 inches at a time, and that feather just pulses through there. Oh yeah, and there's the barra. Oh, that is so cool. Barra on fly, just amazing. And people don't think they can do this stuff, but I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. It ain't that hard, and you saw how far I had to cast. Come around here, mate. Oh, and we have actually drifted into the drain, and we're still not bothering these fish. Look how far he's taking that fly down. Come on, mate. I'll tell you how far this fish has taken this fly down when I can get him. Look at that. It is actually sticking out of his gill. I reckon he's pretty hungry. Old feathergill the barramundi, they say. Check out our website at ifishtv.com.au for all the latest info. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at ifishtv for updates, great pics and cool clips. Oh, nice. You are just a fishing machine. What are your kids going to say today when you say, oh, Mum caught 400 barramundi?
Going to be very, very jealous.
They are going to be jealous, but jealousy is a nice thing if it's your kids, isn't it?
It is.
That's a really nice fish. Is he eating that red and white squidgy?
Yes.
Oh, he's a nice one. Well done. Now I'm going to...
Yeah, swallowed it whole.
I've had my little shout. He has scoffed it down too. Just wait till he opens his mouth. Look at that. He's eating that plastic. And... oh, I've got him. Oh, that is amazing the way he's eating that plastic. Just check that out. Look at that.
He's very hungry.
Somewhere in there is a red and white secret stash squidgy. And that is another perfect example of a barramundi, a Dhipirri barramundi that is. Hasn't this been the greatest day?
Oh, it has been. It's been excellent.
Just amazing to come out here to fish this river to catch ridiculous quantities of barra. We've caught them on fly, plastics and hard bodies. So I've got a technical question for you. If people come out to Dhipirri and they book, they stay a few days,